go ahead, take a couple minutes, and get some popcorn. This is gonna be a good one.
Mayor, as you know, this is a topic we discussed on Monday. I am working on the resolution as directed by council that will come back at the next work session. In the meantime, the question before the council this evening is whether you would like to extend the temporary pause, which is already in effect. If you do, that really only needs to go for another 30 days or go through the end of January, because this item will be back on the January 13th work session with the proposed permanent change as directed by council. That said, happy to answer any questions.
And yes, I did make a mistake, but it was only because of this guy. So let me play the clip.
We will bring that back at the next council work session, which I guess would be January 15th, if I'm not mistaken. Right, be January 15th, and then it will be voted upon January 18th, which would be the next council meeting.
So the day has changed. And you'll probably see it somewhere up here. I will have a link in the description. The date is January 16th at 6 p.m. And like I said, I think it's at 100 North Osceola Avenue, Clearwater, at the main library. So all those links will be in the description. That was my fault, but he's the one that did it, but I should have done my due diligence and actually looked it up myself. So sorry about that, but let's continue.
You want to make a motion, and I'll invite the public to comment.
You good?
Before we vote.
Did you have something
No,
to say?
that's okay. Now go ahead and make a motion.
Yeah, Rule 15 was passed, and it is it's a First Amendment right. And I'll stand up for anybody's
Right,
First Amendment
exactly,
right, and
sure.
we'll gladly give them their 3 minutes and listen. Unfortunately, some of the situations you're discussing are people that live over 4 hours away.
Yes.
Don't even live
On
in
the
our
East Coast.
community,
Yeah.
and they're coming in.
Mayor, if you don't mind, move to extend the temporary suspension of council rules, the portion relating to citizens to be heard and items not on the agenda until January 30th of 2025.
What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? Man, this is some bullshit! Move this man!
Fuck you, asshole.
Second.
Second. Hey, this time, is there anyone here from the public that desires to speak to this agenda?
I'm Mr. Haluva.
My nigga.
The suspension of public comment on items not on the agenda
Horse shit!
is nothing short of an affront to the Constitution of the United States. I've stood up here before at length and cited many, many reasons why this is wrong. Mr. Rector.
Mr. Rectum, you're a douchebag.
You not only took that oath when you took this office, you're an officer of the court. You're an attorney. You swore to uphold the Constitution.
Triple-decker burn! 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 Burn!
But you're not doing it. That's not an opinion, sir. That's a fact. In fact, I know you're sitting there grinning. We'll get you on camera, smirking about, giving up your oath, not standing by it, and not just you, but all of you except for Mr. Cotton. And Mr. Cotton, it seems like you're going to kind of go for this town hall thing. I don't know that that's going to solve anything, because then if it's not recorded, you better bet it's going to be recorded by somebody like myself or someone else.
And he's absolutely 100% right. Just because you think that it's not being recorded, we will bring cameras. We will find a way. You ain't getting away from us.
It's wrong to give up on citizens to be heard on items not on the agenda. for the reason I just said. You all swore to uphold the Constitution. There's 2 officers of the court here on this board. Now, I haven't heard Mr. Marley's, give up his oath.
My problem with Mr. Zipperhead, Mr. You need a new hairstylist, you are actually entertaining what the council wants, or what Rectum wants, or whoever up on that stupid dais. You are entertaining it, which makes it even worse. But hey, continue to go down the rabbit hole.
Or in some way undermine it, and I congratulate him on that. And I have not heard Mr. Cotton do that either. And I hope, Mr. Cotton, that you don't. That you do stick up as the one person on this board that actually cares about upholding the Constitution. There should be a resurgence of citizens to be heard. It should not be suspended or extended. I have someone that wants to say something, I believe.
Time's up.
I can, it's not up. I got 15 seconds.
Hi, everybody. Hi, friends. Hey,
I got 15 seconds.
all you have to do, is give it back to us the way it was, and I will walk away from this.
Yeah, your time's up, so thank you. Yeah. Anyone else here from the public desire to speak to?
Before, I used to come in,
Your time's
citizens
up.
to be heard, and I would leave.
Anyone else
I'm going to
desire
speak
speak?
at
Would you let somebody
every-
else, someone else is ready to speak? Would you let them speak?
Oh, goody.
Look at Mr. Bushy Eyes giving the thumbs up. Good job, council. Yay. Go fuck yourself too, asshole. And I've got another video on him later, so don't worry about him. We'll come back to him.
I just want to respond to what was said earlier. There's no, you can call it smirking, whatever you want. There's no constitutional right. No constitutional right to have an agenda item on, at a business meeting, to talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's not, it's a business meeting. It's for us to conduct business and cover agenda items. We've had citizens come up and speak to agenda items that are on the agenda at the business meeting. Do we want, and I said Monday, and appeared like most of the council agreed, do we want to find another opportunity for folks to come in and speak to the council on whatever they want? Yes, we just don't want it to disrupt, as Mr. Raftery said. And remember, as Mr. Johnson said, the why. Why are we doing this?
Maybe you guys are so dense that you don't understand that Mr. Haluba's been going to these meetings and complaining about it a lot for almost 8 years, at least 7 years. I have been coming and complaining about the same problems for almost 2.5 years. And you just don't hear us. You think we're agitators, we're blah, 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 blah. Word salad, gaslight me. The only problem that you have is that, guess what? This stuff ends up on YouTube. That's why you're trying to shut it down, bring it to a town hall meeting or a town whatever meeting you want to call it, with no cameras and no audio. That's the reason. You just don't like being put on blast. So don't forget, everybody, there's more to this, but this is why we have to share, and there are links in the description, and if you want to get a hold of them, those links are in the description.
Why? Why are we doing this? It's for folks to be able to speak to the council gathered as a whole. And that doesn't have to be part of the meeting. We can do it before the meeting. We can find another time to do it. So I think there was some discussion, how does that work with staff? And we need to think through that. So this motion gives us time to think about the logistics of that. But I think I was very serious about this alternative opportunity, and I think the council was, consensus was we all want to go forward with that alternative. So knowing that we are postponing it till the end of January, we're very serious about finding and for me, not just that opportunity. I think we could do town hall forums around the city. We could do one in Countryside. We can do them all around the city. We don't have to I think we would need to have one per month here to give folks, but I'd be for not just stopping there, having other opportunities for the council to meet with the city to hear from citizens. I do want to make sure the public understands, because I talked with two citizens before the meeting tonight who had called and left messages today, and I call them back when they call me. If you write me an email, I usually ask for your phone number, for you to call me so I can talk to you.
Because anything that you do on email becomes public record. That's why you want to talk to us.
Much better than an email. We can have a dialogue and talk about what your concerns are. All 5 of us get those calls, and all 5 of us respond to whenever somebody has a question or a comment. So we want to continue to do that. We want to continue to communicate with the public and the citizens in every way. If you have something you want to express, we want to hear from you. It's just the time, place to do it at this business meeting, it is just not worked out. It's been disruptive to allow anybody to come in and talk about whatever they want to talk about. So we're not taking away anybody's constitutional rights. We're not trying to.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you, I'm out.
Away anybody's constitutional rights. We're not trying to. We're just trying to make this meeting work efficiently and give citizens who do have something to say on an agenda item a safe space to come do that.
You might call me a pussy. A safe space. My safe space.
A safe space to come do that, to talk about the agenda item, and not be distracted by other things going on that have nothing to do with the business that we're conducting that night. So I think that this alternative we talked about, and hopefully we'll get some clarity on it here before our next meeting, just exactly what that is. So when we vote to maybe take it off permanently, we do have, a concrete proposal for an alternative test meeting or a pilot meeting to see if some alternative would work. But I think I speak for the council from our work session Monday. We are committed to finding a way for folks to continue to speak to us.
You a goddamn lie.
Some other forum, some other way, but we're going to find a way for folks to have another alternative. It's just taking it off this meeting because it has impaired this meeting from being run efficiently and serving our citizens well. So, anything else to add?
That's it.
Vice Mayor?
Yeah, I agree with you. I thought that was a good idea that you put forth, and I think per our discussions on Monday, I think everybody's on board with it. So we'll leave it up to the city attorney to frame something up, and he'll bring it maybe at the next meeting, and we can talk about it then.
Councilmember.Cotton.
So I, again, will say, I did like the solutions that you brought forward, but because we don't have any.
Mr. Cotton, I'm not trying to shit on your wardrobe, but that is not the best thing to be worn right now. You look like a candy cane.
But because we don't have anything concrete on that yet, I don't see the problem in still allowing 3 to 10 minutes. I don't disagree that things have been much smoother like they were previously before we had disruptions and interruptions. It's one of those things, I think, that you still give them their time and let them move on, right? Even though they're disruptors, and they'll get away with it or along with their business later on down the road and eventually stop coming back, especially if we don't feed into it. So, until we do get more clarity on what we're going to be going forward, I still would like to be able to offer our citizens the time to be able to be heard in front of all of us. So, just so everybody's I do appreciate the solution that was put forward, but for right now, on this agenda item, I'm probably still going to be where I was at.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Nay.
Okay, 4-1 with Councilmember.Cotton voting nay. Okay.
And once again, January 16th, 6 p.m., those links will be in the pinned comment and in the description. It is on the 16th. That wasn't my fault. I mean, I'm taking blame for it, but it was the lawyer's fault and the clerk's fault for giving me the wrong day until I checked it out. And somebody in my comment section said something about it, so I appreciate you as well. But January 16th, 6 p.m., links are in the description. I want as many of you to be there, because this is basically what they're going to do is they're going to cancel free speech. And then they're trying to just hide behind, oh, we don't want any cameras. You know, it doesn't matter. I can do this from 4 hours away, just like I'm doing this video right now. So it doesn't matter if you're 4 hours away or you're halfway across the country. I can still make YouTube videos on corruption and tyranny. And that is what Clearwater, that is what you guys are. Don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And I hope to see a lot of you on January 16th at 6 p.m. And I'm going to get out of here. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. But I'm sure I'll see you on another video here coming up very soon. So I'm going to get out of here. Soliaker, deuces.